This is taking a very long time to set up properly. But, hello everyone. This is my first Let's Play. This is going to be Pikmin 1. I promised to do a Let's Play of the second one a while back, but I never actually did so. Plus I feel like now it's better to start with the first one anyways, because I have a better, idea of what I want to do and everything. This is going to be the Wii version of the game, being run on my computer. But for that reason, you will see that there may be some stutters here and there. Let's start on a new file, I guess. No better place to start than the beginning. I guess I'll just let this play out real quick, and I'll mute my mic. Actually, no, I muted the desktop audio, I'm so sorry. And this is the impact site, the first level of the game. Probably one of my favorite beginning levels in any game I've ever played, actually. I feel like it's very fitting to start out with. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I am stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate that this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can only function for 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no, better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Anyways, this is our introduction to what the game is going to be like. But I'm playing on the keyboard and the mouse, so this is going to look a little bit, it might look a little bit different compared to if you were playing it, because Olimar is going to be moving in a lot more, straight directions, as opposed to if you were using an analog stick. But that's not as important as the thing we just found. A strange thing has appeared before me. I'd barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call a bean. So yeah, that's what this thing I'm highlighting with my cursor right now is called. We'll learn the significance of it in a second. So many new things we're discovering already. The seed that Onion dropped took root in the soil and now has produced an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I'm compelled. I must approach it and press A. So yeah, you can see right there, that's the Wii Remote and Nunchuck. That's what I would be using if I was playing on real hardware. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I think I will call them Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I am intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it with A, then throw it in the direction I point, and I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to the C button and pressing down on the D-pad while pointing as well. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. Z is to rotate the camera, left and right zoom in and out, and up changes from the over-the-shoulder to top-down perspective. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. Anyways, there we go. It's actually really nice to be playing this version because you can actually control the cursor separately from yourself. It's really nice. Now, if I were playing on controller, I would prefer to have it, be 2-in-1. But anyways, astonishing. The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet that the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be the same type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be some sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. Now, this is actually my second take of this day, because before I was having some pretty major audio issues, and I will be really, really upset if I have to do the recording over again, just because of that happening once more, but it doesn't matter. I'm just doing this for fun. It's not like I have to get these out on a certain schedule or anything. But anyways, as the man himself, Olimar, said, personally for me it's going to be the spacebar, but if you press the C button and drag your cursor out, the Pikmin will automatically move towards that direction separate from you. But they'll still be in your little group. They won't get separated just because they're going a different direction. But you can use this to swarm them around different objects and different things like that too. It's pretty useful, and it appears in the second game too. Sorry I'm moving the camera around so much, I just need to be able to think about what I'm doing. This game probably takes the longest amount of time for you to be able to pluck Pikmin out of the ground, because it takes a minute for them to be visible, for their sprouts to appear out of the ground. Anyways, as you can see right here, you can make Pikmin carry things. You can have more Pikmin than the required amount of an item carry that item to the onion. So right there, that requires 5 Pikmin to do. But you can use that, you can use more than just what's needed to carry it, which is more efficient. It makes it easier to manage your time too if you have more Pikmin able to, carry stuff. I think the maximum amount of Pikmin we can have on this first day is, 25, because as we're gonna see, as they're pushing a box right now, it has the number of Pikmin required to push it labeled on the cardboard, which is really convenient, because I wonder why that would be there if this planet is deserted. It's just a weird little plot hole. Anyways, the Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Approach and press A to pick sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin, release to throw them. Press B to call them. Press the C button to dismiss. Press down on the D-pad and point to command and control the group. Use the Z button and up. Use the Z button, up, left, and right on the D-pad to control perspective. I shall record this on my computer and access it with the pause button. So yeah, usually if you were to press enter, for me, that's what it is anyways, you can see here like the different, different things. But anyways, oh, sorry. Anyway, there we go. My controls are very weird. It's mostly designed for, I mostly mapped them that way to fit the actual main game. It might be a little bit confusing trying to navigate, the rest of it, like the menus and stuff, but it's fine. But yeah, this game is very chill, honestly. And as you can see, I have 8 Pikmin carrying this 2, and 2 carrying each of the the singular pellets. The amount of Pikmin you can get from them is what is labeled right there. You might have noticed that in the background, but as you can see, those ones with 1 written on them are producing 2 at a time. And that's because they're the same, the Pikmin color that's carrying them is the same as the actual pellet, which gives you a bonus. But yeah, when many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flush with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. So yeah, if there are Pikmin that are not in your group, it will be obvious because their skin color changes when they're not with Olimar. So, that's useful information to know. Of course I already knew it because I grew up with these games, but yeah, just some nice information to have if you're not familiar with this game. But now that we have 25 Pikmin, this thing only requires 20, but it's really slow if you just only have 20 carrying it, so. But this is our first ship part. Amazing! There's no mistaking it, my ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? Well, we can have the Pikmin carry it. And this might seem confusing, but they can carry the ship parts back to the ship. It just kind of depends on what the object is and where they'll carry it. But yeah, this game is really fun actually. I suggest if any of you have the ability, these games just recently got put on Switch, so if you want to go ahead and buy 1 or 2 and play alongside this, that would be really cool, I think. Because then I'm actually helping people, I'm making a guide for people to play the game that's actually relevant, because they just got re-released officially. But anyways, it seems our ship is repairing itself. I wish real automotives were like that. You just put in the engine and then they start fixing themselves. Oh glorious, with the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back towards home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly, but what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. And then this is the end of day cutscene that plays at the end of each day. Each day in this game is usually, aside from this one obviously, because there was no meter or anything, they usually last for around 13 minutes, and as Olmar said in the beginning of the game, you only have 30 in-game days to repair his ship. The day limit was removed in later games, but the timer still stayed. 1 day since impact. I have somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see the Onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hocotate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below, as it holds the keys to my survival. I shall name it the Forest of Hope, and I'll explore it tomorrow. And then it shows a little chart showing how much progress you've made in terms of how many parts are remaining, how many days are remaining, and of course how many ship parts you have over here in this corner. And you can see how many Pikmin you made in 1 day, how many you've made in total, how many you've lost to enemies, and how many you accidentally left behind before the day concluded. So basically, if you have Pikmin that are not actively with you or are not in the Onion before the timer comes down, or the timer goes out, they will die because the enemies are nocturnal mostly. And as seen in Pikmin 4, which is the newest game in the series, it's because they become more aggressive at nighttime. So they're able to scout out for Pikmin instead of, react to them being there. Anyways, I feel like this was a good first episode. If I feel like the audio is, bad, then I guess I'll fix it in the next one. But overall, I feel really proud of what I've done so far. I'm really excited to see where this goes from here, so I guess all of you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later.